everyone, so today we're going to make a Airbnb scraper. So it basically goes, I can put my location and currency in, gives me 10 results, and it messages me on WhatsApp. It's a very cool AI agent for traveling. So let's start. First thing first, you need to add something called a node here. So if you're new to N10, these are nodes, and the first one is called trigger. Let's just keep this as form, and on new N10. Okay, yeah. So once you clicked on form submission, we're just gonna create this. Gonna be really fun. Let's start right away. Here I'm gonna put in the form title, which will be put your in, and let's add form element. We'll keep this name as first of all location placeholder, for an example London, right? Add another form element, this will be required, and this will be currency, right? Currency, this should be text. So you can just keep an example placeholder USD required as well. Our form is created, we just needed these two things, and our form is ready. And the next thing which is going to come up is an HTTP request. Like, it sounds complicated, but you just have to go and type HTTP request. Then there are a few things you need to put here. Actually, wait, before putting in anything here, I need to introduce you to a tool, okay? So the name of the tool is AP5. Now what AP5 does is you can go ahead and see, there is Instagram scraper, Amazon scraper, Google Maps scraper. So this is a platform for basically taking web scraping tools. So let's go ahead over here and let's go to, click on go to console. So yeah, so guys, go ahead and search for Airbnb scraper over here. Once you have done that, you'll get into this one from Triangle, which is maintained by AP5. Click on API over here. Once clicked on API clients, what you're going to do is you're going to go and you get a bit of JSON over here, right? So this is what you need to put, this JSON. Guys, after you have logged into AP5, you just go here and put in this URL, okay? The URL you will put is api.ap5.com/v2/acts, and there's this thing right here which starts from GSN. You put that ID in, then /runs max items equals 10. This is very important, the max items kind of thing, cause it limits it to 10. Otherwise it goes in a loop and it keeps searching Airbnb listings until your free credits are over, which is not good. So now what we're going to do is, after this is done, you have to toggle on send query, send headers, send body, and we're going to fill them in. As one more important step, actually two, you're going to put this into post. You're going to go to query and you're going to type in token as name, and you need to get an API token, which you'll get in this page. You just copy this token, come back to this and put in your value. Okay, let me put that in. API keys are private, so you should not share them to anyone. Right now what we're going to do, we're going to go and inside send headers, we're going to type in, before even in send headers, we're going to type in this, but before typing in, let's just change this to JSON like this, and insert in content type application JSON. Now we're gonna again go here in send body, and once you toggle that on, you have to put this to using JSON. Now we're going to put in some JSON. So let's put in this JSON over here. let's execute the previous nodes before doing this. Okay, you just fill out your form. For an example, if I put Dharamshala HP, which is Himachal Pradesh, INR for instance, and submit. Once this is submitted, you have location and you have currency, right? Now here it has took in our location and currency because I have updated them. So in the location queries, you put in a string and you put this location over here, and inside currency you put the currency. Simple, but this is customizable, so it's not when I run this I have to go inside the JSON figuring it out. So you have a bit of UI, which is nice. So what we are going to do, we're going to add a node called wait. This waits. So right now what we have done is we have initialized the scraper. So it goes to your API account, it starts the scraping process. Now you have to wait for, usually you have to wait for 30 seconds or so to execute the node, cause what happens is it runs, goes and searches, and that takes time. So let's just change this from 5 to 30 seconds. Now we're gonna add another HTTP request. Okay, let's just add 2 more HTTP requests, and in this one and here, as you can see, we're gonna put in this. Okay, actor -run /json.data.id. This just checks if everything is okay, if this run succeeded or not. Now let's go on to the second one. So the second one is like similar, but there's a token involved in here. So you put in this link api.apify.com/v2/datasets and wait item json.default dataset id. This I'll show you where to get this thing from. It executed it, right? So we have a default dataset id. So this default dataset id, this one is being used in here so that it can identify, so it can basically fetch all the results that this scraper had basically gave to us. So now what we're going to do is, before moving on to almost the second last step, we are going to rename them. I've spent some time and created some sticky notes for our automation. Now let's move ahead and let's create a new one called AI agent. We're gonna go define below chat model and open router. Let's go llama. Okay, so I've added in my open router over here. Let's just keep it here only, and we're going and creating a prompt here. So I have put in a json.stringify thing here. Let me explain what this is right now. Okay, so I'll just write this so that you can just kind of see. You put in brackets, then you do json and dot stringify, and you open in brackets and you put in a dollar and you put json null 2. Okay, so yeah, this is how to write it down. I wrote it, demonstrated. Given a divider, see this JSON is going to be huge because this is a JSON, plus there are a lot of results this returns. For example, 10 listings, so their thumbnail link, their title, description and reviews and blah blah blah. So we need to give a divider, give it space so the AI understands. So I have given this much gapping here, so the AI does understand that hey, this is a gap here. So this is the prompt. It goes and gives a concise and short and catchy analysis of everything it sees of the Airbnb listing. And I told it to not use markup, otherwise it gives those markup symbols which looks ugly, especially in WhatsApp. So, talking about WhatsApp, we're going to add in WhatsApp. So we're going to go WhatsApp, send message. You can go create a new credential, open the docs, check out how to get the access token and account business ID. You're good to go. You can come back, and once you've created a credential, we are on the same page. You put in your phone number, the sender phone number. I'm going to put in my phone number in the text body. So we're going to put this at, now we're going to do the third run, right? Successfully done its work. Now we're going to go and put in this thing, the output, 10 outputs. Yeah, so let me just put in my recipient's phone number, and I'll meet you. We'll execute this also done. And it went searching the whole Airbnb for I gave Dharamshala, Himachal Pradesh, and I can see so many Airbnb listings. If it was 100, I would have been given, like, I would get 100, 50, 50. Now I put 10, so I got 10 properties in Dharamshala that I can rent and stay using Airbnb. This is so cool. We just made a travel agent in such a short time. So I hope you like this tutorial. Bye guys, see you next time. Peace.